how's it going? It's about 10:45, 10:46 in the morning here where I am on Saturday, February the 3rd, 2018. So I just wanted to give you the first of two live drawings today. My first one is going to be a Falcon from and this is going to be a little bit different version of Falcon than you might be used to. Falcon, for those of you who don't know, is a character that's been in Marvel Comics for a while. He's been kind of a assistant to Captain America for a while. This picture that you're actually going to see me do is a picture of him when he took up the mantle of Captain America. So this is the picture I'm going to do. Later today, I'm going to do another picture of Carnage from Marvel Comics as well, because that was a request from a couple of weeks ago that I didn't get to do last week because of my work schedule. So anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump out of this version and go ahead and flip the camera around. And then that way, Boris, I appreciate that. We're about to flip the picture around in just a second, so give me a minute while I do that. And bring it closer. I think that's to flip the camera. Okay. There we go. Knew I had the ability to do that somehow. I was just sitting there trying to figure out the how. I'm going to straighten it out. So I started with a little bit of it so I can kind of get an outline going. So I'm going to set that up and then go ahead and start working on the drawing itself. There we go. Got to set it up. Yeah, that's just initial stages. I just needed to black in some stuff with the eyes because he wears goggles when he's the Captain America, because of course he still has his Falcon wings and things like that. So I just wanted to kind of start with that, give us a base. Went ahead and did the outline. So I'll start working on the insides of the face and so forth from here. So I'm going to take my Sharpie, go ahead and start getting my darks in for my facial features and such. Bring those down. Yeah, in the Marvel movies, one of the coolest things I've seen, which I thought really awesome, was the way they've had Anthony Mackie play the role of Falcon in the movies. And so, see, that's really cool. Anthony Mackie definitely, he really puts a lot into his roles. And so for him, the way he plays Falcon is really awesome. I would love to probably see this in the films. I don't know if we're going to get him as Captain America in the future. There's a lot of rumor and speculation going on about who's going to play Falcon or who's going to play Captain America if Chris Evans indeed decides to step down. Because I believe he has said that been working on the sub count, man. Really have been trying to get out there and beat the trenches, so to speak, to try to get more people to check this out. I believe I have good content here, so I want to do everything I can to get people to be a part of it, because at the end of the day, this is really about inspiring people to tell their stories and share their stories with other people. So I hope that people will get on board to this, while it's early on. Because I know, people have stories to tell on their channels and things like that. And if everybody's able to share their story, then it helps everybody tell their story that way. So, but anyway, yeah. So Anthony Mackie, that's what I was talking about earlier. Anthony Mackie plays the role of Falcon in the Marvel movies, and so, I just hope that maybe they'll let him go ahead and pick up the mantle of Captain America if Chris Evans does step down. And by step down, I mean if he ends up dying during Infinity War, because that's a possibility. That's a very real possibility that may happen. Because Thanos showing up, it's kind of a game changer. A lot of people that are fans of Marvel movies have been talking about, well, what's it going to be like when Thanos shows up? Well, the answer is it's going to be a lot of death. That's what happens whenever Thanos shows up in most comics. There's a lot of death going on. So, if Chris Evans does decide to stay with the franchise, I understand. But if he doesn't, I think it'd be neat to see Anthony Mackie take over as Captain America. Of course, Bucky is there too as the Winter Soldier, so he may take over the role for a while. I think it'd be awesome if eventually Anthony Mackie did take over as Cap at some point, though. I think that'd be nice, especially if they handle it well. You know, it's delightful. I hope that's a Matt Hardy reference there. From WWE. You know, Matt Hardy does the whole broken / woken thing. You know, that's what's been going on in WWE lately. He's been doing the delightful, splendid. So I'm hoping that's definitely related to Matt Hardy there, because yeah, he's pretty cool. I'm hoping they do more with him than what they've been doing with him lately, though. I will say that, because I don't know. Bray Wyatt feud. Anytime Bray Wyatt's in a feud with anybody, it always tends to be subpar to me. The last feud I think he was in, it was good. Was and you got to go back a ways, because like the Randy Orton thing started out good, and then it just went weird with that House of Horror thing, you know. And so I don't know that was the best idea for it. I'd say the best feud really that he had up until its actual completion was the John Cena feud to me. Because when he ended up going, the stuff he did before he went up against Cena was really good. I thought it was really like, wow, this guy is like getting crazy, because that was the whole point of it. You know, he was supposed to be trying to get under John Cena's skin, and he kept saying John Cena was really a monster. He really wasn't a person. He was deep down. He was going to a dark place, and there was a point during the course of the feud where John Cena almost flipped that switch on him during that match at Mania. And they could have done so much with that, and then it was just like, oh, no, we remember he's John Cena. So he's just got to beat the dude clean in the middle of the ring, and that's all it is to it. And so, yeah, after that, I don't think Bray Wyatt's had a decent feud since then. So, it's kind of sad. I'm sad about that. I really am. I wish they would do more with Bray. But apart from that, they're not going to do a whole lot with him, I imagine. He's just, he's just kind of meant to be this, mid-card person, I guess. And that's just kind of sad, because I really wish they would do something more with him than what they're doing. Alright. They had to create some texture in the hair there. So we're going to go ahead and do the hair. So, probably, within the next maybe 35 to 45 minutes or an hour, I'll go ahead and start with the Carnage one as well. I think that one will be fun. Because Carnage could be very fun to draw. You can kind of go a little bit looser interpretation with him, since he's I'm not going to say he's squishy. That's not the word I want to use, because then it sounds like he's something cute. But what I mean by, when I say squishy, what I mean is he doesn't always adhere to one form. So you can kind of play with different forms of him, because since he changes form so much, he still kind of has the basic face that, let you know it's Carnage. It's kind of like Venom. Venom, you'd think would have been squishy, but they made him very construct. They made him very basic. Like he's always going to look kind of like this big muscular dude, But with Carnage, he has a smaller frame, and when artists get a hold of him, they really like to let him kind of do different things with him. So that's what I mean by squishy. So it'd be interesting to see how that works. Alright. So there's the hair. I wonder, should I fill in the... Let me do something else real quick before I do that. Make that decision. Trying to kind of finish this up here on the basis here. Go ahead and bring this strap down a little bit. Go ahead and get us a couple of... Tighten up the band a little bit. I need to come on the other side of that as well. On the other side. Go ahead and get the other side of that band. I wouldn't mind the Wyatt family back myself. The only problem I see with that is now they're doing the whole Bludgeon Brothers thing on the other side on SmackDown. So I really want to kind of see what's going to happen with that, you know, because I think there's a possibility if they do it right, there's a possibility to create a real threat to the tag team division on SmackDown, which is kind of what you need because the story line going forward is kind of, well, the Usos pretty much have locked down everybody on SmackDown's tag team division. So I want to see the Bludgeon Brothers do well over there. I don't know if they will because I noticed they've not cut any promos since they've been the Bludgeon Brothers. They pretty much just come in and squash jobbers and then that was it. But if, they let them do some things, it's possible we could see a good, tag team matchup maybe at the next pay-per-view that they have. Because I think both brands have one more pay-per-view before WrestleMania. And so that's there. I'm probably going to want to do this as a part 2. So what I'm going to do is stop this for just a little bit, come back and pick it up, and then do the Carnage one. Because there's some stuff I need to get, but it's in another room, and I don't want to just leave the feed for a bit. So what I'll do is I'll finish this video up and come back in just a few minutes. I want to see Jeff Hardy come back too, but I know he's injured, so I'm hoping he returns sooner rather than later. Because I'm wondering if they're gonna let him do his side of the broken thing or not, to where he comes out rendering people obsolete. So that would be cool. But anyway, like I said, give me about maybe 5 minutes and I'm going to come back on and we're going to finish this on screen. You'll actually see me go ahead and do the shading and all that stuff so I can finish up the picture. And I'll be back in about 5 minutes with that. So thank you so much for those who joined, those who looked in, different things like that. And like I said, give me about 5 minutes and I'll come back on, okay? All right. I'm going to flip the camera back around. Oh, no, I can end it right there. Okay, so like I said, again, thanks, guys. We'll see you in about 5 minutes, and I'll be right back.